Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're feeling that immense, crushing pressure of looming exams right now, take a deep breath because you are in exactly the right place. Today, I'm going to walk you through a foolproof step-by-step strategy to actually pass your midterms instead of, completely panicking at the last minute. Think of me as your experienced senior. I've been exactly where you are, and I am here to help you navigate this incredibly stressful season. So, let's dive right into this.
Right off the bat, here's a somewhat harsh but absolutely necessary truth. If you think you're smart, the university is double smart. Your professors know exactly when students try to use shortcuts to skip reading those lengthy handouts. They're totally aware of the trends. And this is exactly why failure rates spike when multiple choice options are removed and subjective questions become mandatory. You simply cannot guess your way through exams anymore.
So, here is your mentorship syllabus for survival. 1. The freshman midterm trap. 2. Mastering your self-discipline. 3. Our step-by-step handout strategy. 4. Finding the exam gold. 5. Writing for information retention. And finally, the right way to AI.
Section 1. The freshman midterm trap.
Let's start with the cycle of avoidance almost every single freshman falls into when midterm season hits. You might think you can scrape by just watching short summary videos or memorizing old past files or skipping straight to AI tools. But the truth? The actual exam source is the lengthy, intimidating course handouts provided by your university. When you leave an exam completely baffled by where the conceptual questions came from, it's because they were pulled directly from those handouts, not the shortcuts.
Section 2. Mastering your self-discipline.
Before you even open a single course document, we have to ruthlessly address your biggest roadblock. What you should be doing is reading the handouts. What you're actually doing is scrolling reels on your phone. We've all been there. You look at the massive page count, get completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume of text, immediately close your laptop, and start mindlessly scrolling. It's totally an anxiety response, but we need to short-circuit it right now.
So, the very first step, literally step number 1, is to physically put your phone away. Put it in another room if you have to. Because just one single hour of true, undistracted focus can get you through a surprising number of lectures. You really don't need to commit to a 10-hour marathon here. You just need to commit to a phone-free zone to get over that initial wall of intimidation.
Section 3. Step-by-step handout strategy. Now that the phone is strictly out of the picture, let's talk about how to tackle these massive documents. Step 1. Open the handouts. Step 2. Stop worrying about the length immediately. Step 3 is where the magic really happens. Read only the headers one by one. Don't panic about the thousands of words beneath them. Simply open the first lecture and start by reading through the main headings sequentially, like functions of HRM or roadmap of HRM, just to see the overarching structure.
Section 4. Finding the exam gold.
As you scan those headers, you need to know exactly what the university is hunting for. You want to target these key structures: lists of factors, types and characteristics, specific challenges, point-by-point breakdowns, and key terms. Exams rarely ask for broad, vague essay explanations. They're actively looking to test you on itemized lists and specific factors. If you see a header with points A, B, C, and D beneath it, that is absolute exam gold. Pay super close attention to those.
Section 5. Writing for information retention.
Identifying this exam gold isn't enough, though. We have to actively cement it into your memory so it's actually there on test day. Say you find the definition. Help you get results through others. This is a specific point listed under the header, "Why are we concerned with HRM?" When you spot an important list point or a key term definition like this, you must pause. Read it carefully until you truly grasp the core concept. Don't just gloss over it to finish the page.
Next up, open a blank text document and manually type out those exact points from memory. Literally type out "help you get results through others" and "help you avoid common personal mistakes." This process of reading, holding the thought, and typing it out is a real game changer. It guarantees retention and actively practices your recall before the exam even happens.
Section 6. The right way to AI.
Okay, only after you've read the handouts and done this manual work are you allowed to touch AI tools. Blindly asking AI for exam prep without providing context is a terrible idea. It's just going to spit out generic answers. A good prompt involves copying and pasting 5 to 10 exact lectures directly from your handout into the AI and asking for objective or conceptual questions based only on that specific text. This builds into a highly reliable workflow. Step 1. Explicitly tell the AI, "This is my lecture text." Step 2. Request full statements and conceptual multiple choice questions from that specific text. Step 3, and this is absolutely crucial, cross-reference the AI output with your handout headers. If the AI gives a weird, hallucinated statement, prompt it to fix the output. Always verify its answers against the actual source, so you don't accidentally memorize false information.
This is exactly why AI has to remain a secondary tool. It's there to test your true knowledge and highlight your conceptual gaps. More importantly, when used correctly, it exposes the completely incorrect answers that often plague those student-shared past files that freshmen usually just blindly rely on. But remember, it literally requires the foundation of you reading the handouts first to actually work.
Which brings us to our final thought for this explainer. Your midterm is rapidly approaching. With the exam clock ticking down, the choice is entirely yours. Are you going to pick up your phone to scroll for a temporary distraction, or are you going to open your handouts, read those headers, and actually get to work? Focus up, trust the source material, and you'll do great. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.